It's the Happy Half Hour, making its big comeback from our 2-week mid-season hiatus. And we're glad to welcome our amazingly amazing guest, actress, director, writer, and so talented, Jennette McCurdy. And we're drinking one of her preferred beverages, Coca-Cola Classic, the single most iconic, wholesome, American beverage on the planet. It was invented in 1885 by pharmacist John Pemberton, and it was named by his bookkeeper, Frank Robinson. Cola, because it's from the cola nut, and Coca, because it had cocaine in it, which was totally legal at the time, and is probably why the entire nation and eventually world got addicted to it. Luckily, there are no Schedule I narcotics in the drink today, so it's gonna be nothing but good old-fashioned caffeinated fun over the course of this, the Happy Half Hour. Welcome to the Happy Half Hour. Jennette McCurdy's here. I'm so excited to have you.
Thanks.
Cheers.
I'm so excited to be here.
Oh. So I'm so happy you're here. If people haven't come up to you and talked about how excited they are that you're in the building, they've come up to me beforehand and been like, oh my God,
That's so nice. Oh my God.
So thank you for being here.
Yeah, of
We're
course.
really excited.
Thanks for having me.
We're gonna get into, we just have some icebreakers. Let's do it. First question, what movie do you mindlessly put on the most just to have on?
The Devil Wears Prada.
Yes, that's so good.
Except I put it on like 2 weeks ago and I became very depressed because I had the reaction of like, oh, I don't think I can watch this as a mindless movie anymore because now I'm like, I can't tolerate it.
You can't tolerate the way that she's treated?
The music cues in the film.
Oh, so it has not
The
aged.
music is, no, it has not aged. It has not stood up at all.
What's the music like?
They have like that song. It's like that "Suddenly I See" song. I won't sing it in case it's flagged, but that just kind of just keeps like playing, and then other just very like light elevator-y music.
Oh, too much, too much. I recently started rewatching Entourage because I put it on for 4th of July as a joke because I had a feeling it wouldn't age well when my friend came over.
That's the worst. Yeah.
My wife walks over and there's a thing where she's like, and it's Johnny Drama doing an audition with all these women. And she's like, oh my God, he has to do scenes with all of them.
Yeah.
And she thought that was what it was, that they just have to do like a romantic talking scene.
Sure.
But the whole audition is just him making out with 100 girls. And my wife, who thought she made like a ridiculous joke, was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Okay,
good. Things don't age well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said we're drinking Coke because we asked, what do you want to have? And you're like, Coke. But there's more of a story to that.
Yeah, I'm doing a year without alcohol, but I'm 2 weeks out from the year. So 2 weeks from now, if we were doing this then, I could have had alcohol.
Oh my God, why? How do you feel about it?
I feel really good. I just sort of did it. I like doing different like experiments with my life of just like seeing how one behavior kind of influences everything else. And I thought I'm just gonna try to go a year, see how it affects me, and I like it. I like it a lot. But I miss alcohol, and I can't wait to drink again.
Oh God, did you do it just after like a day where you're just like, oh my God, I'm never gonna do that again, or was it something specific that you had been thinking of doing?
Let me think, because let's see.
It's been a year.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like a specific. I don't think it was like a bad hangover. I think it was more, you know what it was? It was probably like a buildup of several bad hangovers. And we're just thinking like, okay, I need to like analyze this part of my life. It was probably like accumulation.
What other experiments have you done?
I did like no buying any clothes for, I did like a year and a half of that.
Really? I think I'm on year, oh no, I just bought all plain t-shirts. But before that, I was like, I bought all these t-shirts because I was like, no, I have.
Is that like your uniform? Do you have just, okay. Cool.
I have like two of these, 2 of each color.
Yeah.
But so what was it like not to buy clothes for a year?
Fine. It was totally fine.
People weren't like, how dare you be the same?
Well, usually, no. I mean, I'm sure people judged me silently, like they always do.
There
but
it is
nobody
again.
said anything.
She's wearing jeans. That harlot.
Yeah, I actually got rid of clothes during the year and a half, which I didn't expect. Because I was like, oh, well, I'm not wearing this thing anyway. And I found that I like only rewear, a handful of things anyway.
So first drink back, what's it going to be?
I think it'll probably be a Moscow Mule.
Good for you.
But it's a Mezcal Mule. Tequila.
Mezcal.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah. But because vodka started making me break out in hives, I don't know why, but yeah, I like physically can't have alcohol, or have vodka rather, yeah.
Huh. Well, that's very interesting. Last thing, I do want to show some people this short an excerpt from a short that you directed. Is that cool?
Yeah, great.
This one, you sent I saw a few of them, and this one I just really spoke to me. So let's take a look.
And then he...
What, sweetheart? What did he do?
He touched me.
Where did he touch you? Show me where he touched you.
I don't wanna.
Come on. You can do it.
No, I really don't wanna.
Come on, Josie.
On my privates. He touched me on my privates.
And cut. Wow. It's like I lost you in that character. It's like you weren't even my daughter.
Which is good. It's good.
Yeah.
We're gonna book this one, Charlotte.
We're gonna be rich.
So is this kind of like your personal story?
Yeah, it's like loosely autobiographical for sure.
I loved it. So that is just
Thanks.
like, is that what it's like to be like a young actress?
For sure, I mean, I think it depends on your family situation, but for sure, my mom wanted to be an actress, so she put me in acting when I was 6, and she was very much like the stage mom, the telling me how to do lines and being my coach. The whole family was involved.
But like, was it ever a dramatic scene about molestation?
Oh, yeah, that was like 90% of my booking parts. I was always like, for some reason, I had a huge booking rate of like the girl who's crying about being abused.
Oh, jeez.
This is quickly devolving into the unhappy, like half hour.
Was the family ever like, she's too good at this? Is there something wrong?
My mom would be more thrilled that I was good at it. So then I was like, oh, it's good when I'm sad. So then I think that just like messed up my psychology in deep ways that I'll be working on for years to come.
It's amazing. And check the rest of the Instagram for some of that. It's pretty amazing.
Hey everybody, happy Motivation Monday. Here's 3 tips for overcoming childhood emotional neglect. Tip 1, you're a grown-up now. Remember that. Just because there's a huge vacancy in your soul in the place where parental love belonged, doesn't mean you can't fill that vacancy with your own love now. Sure, it's a knockoff, but hey, if you can't afford Gucci, you go pay less. Tip 2, find the humor in it. Not having your needs met as a child is hilarious.
I love everything about that because it embraces like Insta. Hey everybody, and it's just about soul crushing.
Make it fun, you know.
But I love it, and I
Thanks.
looked through your Instagram comments, and everyone seems so positive, and that's not from what I saw.
Cool.
Everyone seemed very. I was like, maybe I just like selectively when I look at like my Instagram feed and like videos that I've done over the years, people seem negative, but like.
Yeah.
It seems like people are pretty positive on it and supportive. How do you cultivate that?
Well, I think it definitely, like, when it's your own thing, you probably focus more on the negative, just like naturally.
Yeah.
But I generally try to stay off Instagram comments just because it shouldn't get in your way, but sometimes it's like, sometimes it can get negative, and why? Why let that get in?
You said something like, don't compare your behind the scenes. This wasn't your quote, but you were talking about how it was awesome. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. What do you mean by that?
I actually did a video. I hate that quote. I think it's so like hacky and cliche.
Yeah.
So I did a video about you shouldn't compare your behind the scenes to somebody else's highlight reel. You should compare your highlight reel to their highlight reel, because that's how you actually know like where you stack up in society. And I think it's so true. I don't think people are being like, oh, I'm lying in bed and that person's in Maui. I think they're saying, oh, my Honolulu trip didn't look as good as their Maui trip. I got to take another trip. So like, you know what I mean?
You got to do it. You just got to. But I love. I love this quote in particular because, like, when we were kind of putting together this show, people were like, positive tweets do good. They do really well. And then I looked some up.
They perform well?
Perform well. So wrapping your head around that is like, so what you should do is hunt down as many positive tweets as you can. So go to like an old bookstore and find that has like a bunch of backlog of like hang in there posters and capitalize.
A backlog of hang in there posters. Oh my
and capitalize on the positive. But like there is something crazy about like the whole Instagram dynamic of just like, hey, this is how I stay body positive.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like it's easy to make positivity like a performance thing nowadays. A way to get more audience engagement or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's so manipulated that it's like, let's have some fun with it. Let's show some honesty here, please, for the love of God.
On this show, we definitely I have stories like, that's such a great story.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, so what's the discussion going to be? Is it going to be like, yeah, that is nice.
Right.
Someone bought someone a house. They should do that. People should do that. But I want to, I don't know. I really like that, and I really like your Instagram, and I just want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. I like what you guys do here too. I think it's cool that you do positive things, but in a way that's like lighthearted and fun, and not like taking itself so seriously with the positivity. That's where I think it loses people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's hard to stay super positive when you also acknowledge that you need a drink to get through it. That's why you should drink Coca-Cola Classic. Jennette McCurdy, thanks so much. This is an amazing story that it should inspire everyone, and it involves Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith has a new pop-up food truck that gives free food to the homeless. It is also a vegan truck.
Oh, wow.
So healthy, delicious options. It's called I Love You Restaurant, and he just randomly showed up with it one day, and he said on this Instagram post, I Love You Restaurant's a movement that's all about giving people what they deserve, healthy vegan food for free. Today we launched our first one-day food truck pop-up in downtown LA. Keep a lookout because this is the first of many. And you know he meant it because he took care to capitalize every single word. The first letter, it's not all caps. He capitalized every single word because he cares at hashtag Jaden Inc. That's pretty awesome, yeah?
That's great. Wow.
Yeah, so people go around and they get food from the truck, and there's little bowls. They're vegan. And also he incidentally, Jaden Smith has done more philanthropy than I've ever done.
So impressive.
So what have you done?
Nothing compared to that. Yeah.
So that's great for Jaden. I've always felt bad because there was one time where TYT, I don't even know if I should talk about this, but we said something negative about him, and he was so young.
Yeah.
And then we found out that he was saddened. He saw it and was sad about it.
That's terrible. Wait, why'd you guys do it?
I literally don't remember because we were terrible. We were probably very horrible. He was a child at the time. So I want to say sorry.
I'm sorry too, even though I had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. She's sorry because we're so bad. Anyway, so you said that you went to the houses
yes,
of them.
I went to the Smith household, and it was one of the more stressful. I wanted to impress Will Smith, and I didn't know when he'd be coming around, and just walking through the house or whatever. So I go with Jaden and a couple friends into their movie theater, because naturally they have a movie theater.
Oh my God, I was hoping they would.
That's when Will Smith walks in. He's wearing the coolest pink button down with a pink cardigan over the top. And he remembered me from meeting me 3 years earlier, and I could not believe it.
Did he know? Wait, he just was like, hey.
We had met at the Kids' Choice Awards. We were doing some presentation together or something, and I couldn't, 3 years later, and he remembered and mentioned it right away, and I was so ecstatic.
That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I used to see him at a golf course, at the Encino Balboa driving range. I'd be like, I would never talk to him. I was too scared.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
They're such a great family. They're so cool.
Yeah, and they're doing good for people.
Yeah.
There is a woman who moves like a horse, and I'm just describing her movements. So let's take a look. Her name is Isla Kirstine, and she's approaching.
Oh.
From a distance.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, wait, what?
You hear someone moves like a horse. You think it's just someone being mean.
Wait, does she do this? How often? How did she? I have so many questions.
Okay, so this is just from a tweet that went crazy on the Twitter.
Okay.
Madhu Purnamakishwar tweeted, Norwegian woman Isla Kirstine developed an unusual skill running and jumping like a horse because of her love for horses. Love takes so many wondrous forms. So
So she just loved horses, and she's like, I'm going to figure out
how she can move like a horse. Yeah. And when you see it in the distance, it looks like a horse.
It's crazy.
It's the in concert galloping movement, and the straight back is what gets me.
I literally thought it was going to be just making fun of somebody, but it's the most sincere
form of flattery.
Yeah, yes.
Imitation is. So here's her jumping. Okay, she jumps over things.
Why do I want to go home and like try this? I'm gonna beat my head against a wall. I know.
I instantly tried it in the office. I instantly did, and I looked around. No one noticed, and then my feet made like a loud squeaking sound. I don't know what else to say about it other than that is a fantastic thing. Also, I looked for more videos from her, and I found other people who jumped like horses.
Oh.
And I would play them for you, but they're not as impressive.
Oh, okay.
But jumping like horses is an Instagram thing. She looks kind of similar. Might be the same person.
Is it something that they have like competition? Like, can you compete against other horse?
If
runners?
not, I feel like this is a great opportunity.
Yeah, right?
It's one of those things that, yeah, as soon as you see it, you're like, oh, that's amazingly impressive, kind of weird.
Yeah.
And I absolutely want to try.
For sure.
All right, maybe the credit sequence will be one of us trying it. I don't know. The ice cream challenge. I don't know if you saw recently, but there was a video of a girl who was taking Bluebell ice cream in the supermarket, and the challenge was to lick it and put it back.
No.
Yeah, no. That's your gut reaction.
Wait,
what are you thinking about right now?
Oh my God, no. This is terrible.
Mm-hmm. This is just...
Wait, this is an actual challenge? It's like other people are doing this?
I don't know if that... I think so. But like, she was challenged by her friends in this to do it.
This must be stopped. This is terrible.
Yeah, so we did a story on the TYT main show about... It's kind of weird that technically she could face up to 20 years in jail for food tampering. When like... There's a lot of things that are over-criminalized in this world. I think that goes into it.
Sure.
But still, like, part of me gets it. Like, just don't put her out in the population.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if she did it because of this thing called the hashtag ice cream challenge, or the ice cream challenge became a thing after it because someone else did it.
What is the ice cream? So is the ice cream challenge to just take any brand of ice cream and lick the top?
I
in a
guess
store?
so. But what I saw online was people have done versions of this like good common folk would do if they were actually doing their version of the ice cream challenge because it is offensive to them. So here's one video that someone's having fun with. Here's how they do the ice cream challenge. Oh, crazy chaos. There's another one that we can see. This guy. Nope.
Oh, little angel.
Good for him. I've been to Key West, Florida. It itself is kind of like a drunken mess. That's the most responsible person in Key West, Florida.
Good for him. Good for him.
But yeah, so justice is served in that respect. But
Did they figure out who the girl is?
They found her.
Oh, and what are they saying?
I don't think she's going. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm being." They found her. I don't know I probably should have researched that.
I want to know if her reaction was like, "I'm being attacked," or if her reaction was like, I shouldn't have done that. You know.
Let's hope it was I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, right. But
I've done stuff. I did stupid stuff in high school, but it never really hurt anyone. This is the reaction of a place in Texas to when they found out that she had done the ice cream challenge.
Oh.
The Texas police started guarding the ice cream aisle.
Oh my God.
But I will say that Bluebell Ice Cream, Cassie, who we've mentioned on this show before, who works here, she says that Bluebell Ice Cream is the best ice cream in the
I've never
universe.
had it. I'll have to try.
There's only one place in LA. I'll tell you where you can get it.
Now I want to know like which ice creams have a lid, like a peelable lid, right? Now we're gonna have to do that.
Tweeted out like we feel protected. Half of 2019 is over. Mashable went through and pulled together all the intense debates on Twitter, and I would love it if you would help settle them with me.
For sure. Let's do it.
All right, so here are the most important debates of 2019. First, how to draw an X. They have all these different ways of drawing an X.
Yep.
So let's see how we draw an X. I would like at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Oh.
People. It was weird because you went top right, but it's backwards on the screen. Drawing an X is good. Is that the only Try to do it a different way.
No, yeah, I can't. This doesn't make any sense to me. Even starting from the opposite side doesn't make sense to me.
I can't do the same side. So I go down and up in here, but going up, down, and over is weird. Ugh.
Wait, what is it? Wait,
I was thinking down, up. I feel like
is that an X? Up, down, and over?
This way.
Oh, you're saying this, then
This way.
this. Oh, I see,
This.
I see.
There you go. Okay, St. Louis style bagels. Someone posted that they cut bagels vertically as opposed to
Oh.
horizontally.
Wow.
Do you think that that is okay? Edwin is very upset with this.
No,
I am Jewish, so I have strong opinions.
I think it's cute. Little tiny breads. I think it's adorable.
Right. I think when you do that, it ceases to be a bagel. It's just the little tiny breads.
Yeah, it's 6 toasts.
This is a good question. Bite or lick ice cream?
I was just talking about this with a friend. I bite.
You bite? Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
So would you bite like a bowl of ice cream? You don't. I think it's weird to like lick a bowl of ice cream. But we're thinking cone.
Yeah, if it's a cone, I still bite.
I still bite too.
And unless, if it's like, what do you call it? Hand scooped?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Hand scooped, I feel like is always a bite. Soft serve, maybe a lick. Thrown in every so often.
Yeah, there's no one way to do it. Okay, you're right about that. Let's see the best toast from 1 to 9.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, I have mine.
All right, I have mine. You go first.
Can we do it on 3?
Yeah.
So we know we're not lying?
1,
1, 2, 3, 5.
Oh, all right. So you like it a little, like kind of, you like it right in the middle.
Yeah. Right in the middle.
I thought 3 was the middle. And then I'm like, whoa, no.
3's got something weird going on. Why do you like 3? 3's like...
I like 3 because they're still, if you see on 3, in the bottom corner, it's still bread. So I get a little bread and mostly toast.
It seems a little non-committal to me. It seems like it can't decide what it wants to be.
They've already made a mistake by not putting the butter on first. So that there's a part in the center that's all melted
Wait,
butter.
you do? No.
I have a toaster oven, dude.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Butter first? No.
Try it.
This is crazy.
You gotta have it.
Crazy.
No, you gotta do it. Get a toaster oven. First of all, go to Target, get a toaster oven if you don't have one. Put butter on first.
Okay.
In the middle is like, you don't have to go with your butter after that.
Okay.
That's your argument. Your argument is, you know what I should do? That's breakfast.
It's fun, a little scrape. It's like you feel like you're doing something.
I hate it so much. All right. The middle seat. So here's a question about the middle seat. Does the person sitting in the middle seat on an airplane get both armrests?
Oh, no. It's their problem for booking the middle seat. They shouldn't
Okay,
have done
follow-up question. What if it's Southwest? They didn't have a seat assignment.
I would say just don't. I hate flying Southwest, honestly.
I think if you have the aisle,
Yeah.
and if you have the window, you have like a thing to lean up against.
Okay.
Person in the middle is like
I see where
this.
you're coming from.
This.
Okay.
Try it.
Yeah, maybe.
One. Yeah, a little weird.
Wait, this is the person in the middle
If
trying
you're in the
to...
middle and you only have one armrest, this is your flight to Philly.
I don't think they're like doing this necessarily.
That's what it feels
They
like.
they could have their hands, they could be reading a thing. They could, have their Coke on the little tray in front of them.
All right. That's
They don't have to be hunched like a...
ready for the comments to get you. Put on a bra. I don't even know how to
What is it?
do this one.
Okay.
I don't know. Y'all know how to put on a bra with the clasp in the front and then you turn it around, or putting the bra on regularly and clasping it from the back.
Oh, B.
B,
For sure, B.
the-
You do the clasp, turn around,
Yeah.
pull up.
This is weird. I bet that if I was a bra wearer
Yeah.
and I did it like this the whole time and
Yeah.
someone said that, I would be like, that's so smart.
Yeah, right? I feel like it saves a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. Here's the second and the last one. Do you have to wash your legs and feet in the shower?
What? That's not is that a real...
That's a real thing.
How
There were
is this a
two
debate?
separate debates, by the way.
How? Who started this?
Someone on the two different ones. So two different people were like, do you have to wash your legs? Or I think the argument is, do you wash your hair with soap and here with soap? And the soap's already down there.
No, you wash your legs. You wash your everything.
Yes. I'm with you on this.
Who are these scoundrels? What is going on? This is deeply concerning.
I like to pretend I'm painting and I cover with paint all the things. And I do that. And then Oh, but I also do, I wash my hair every time, so I'll wash my hair first.
Yeah.
So that all the cleaning action goes from top
Trickle
to
down.
bottom.
Okay.
The trickle down body soaponomics. Okay, and then this is the last question.
Oh, okay.
How many towels should you own? So my girlfriend and I have a question. What is the correct amount of towels to own? I said 10, and she looked at me like I was crazy. We have 0 frame of reference on the appropriate amount of towels in a household of 2. How many towels?
So I have 5 towels.
Wow, you know how many towels you have.
Yeah, it's only 5.
Okay.
Right? It's simple. And I am debating getting rid of one of them because it doesn't match the other. The others are like all gray, and then there's just like this purple one. I'm like, why is this guy here? You know?
That's the way to live your life.
How many do you have?
I have so many towels.
Really? Okay.
My wife likes to buy towels that look cool.
Like decorative towels.
But she uses them.
Oh, okay.
I don't see the point of a decorative towel.
Okay.
In 19-something, I want to say 2011.
Yeah.
Costco sold these towels that were the fluffiest things in the universe. Big, thick red stripes.
Yeah.
And I use those today, and they're frayed down the side, and it's fluffy. That's the ones, but I have those. I have 700 different kinds of towels.
I love that you remember the year, like the great 2011 towel, Costco towel.
Costco sold that towel, and IKEA sold this big yellow robe, which I still have both of them.
Oh, that's great. Good for you.
That's so great, but I envy your ability to be like, listen, they should all be the same, and this one I don't need. Someone should have this. Give it to Goodwill.
But I think what's weirder is that, like, I've probably thought about this towel every other day for the past 3 weeks, like this purple towel, and been like, should I get rid of it or should I not? Like, what if I need that extra towel? It's like, this should not be taking up any of my mental energy. It's taking up too much.
So today, when you go home,
I will get rid of the towel.
today's the day?
Yes.
All right.